Hello, my name is Chandan Singh Sabarwal and welcome to my channel Cosmic Effect. In a previous video, I have stated that based on my personal experience and research, gemstones should always be worn for benefic planets because they are resembling the same potential or the same resonant frequency of the grahas themselves, and gemstones amplify or factor the same energy that the grahas represent. The graha is doing something specific in the chart, so the gemstone will behave accordingly and only enhance the qualities of the planet that it is representing. So if the planet is a benefic, the gemstone will increase the benefic effect. If the planet is a malefic, the gemstone will increase the malefic effect. And this is something that I kind of believe in. This is something that I have kind of found out to be true, and this is something that I am sharing with everybody. But today I want to share a scientific principle that will validate my theory, that will validate my experience, that will validate my statement, and it will actually put an end to all debates. Because nonetheless, there are always people who say that gemstones can also counteract malefic planets. Gemstones can be used for pacification of planets. Gemstones can be used during adverse transit conditions. So there is a school of thought that advocates that you can wear gemstone for malefic planet. There is a school of thought that advocates that you should wear gemstones only for malefic planets. But I personally believe that that is not correct. The malefic planets in the chart, they need Shanti Karma. Shanti Karma is only possible when you do Sattvic type of Karma. And Sattvic Karma is something that is associated with the natural 12th house, that is Meen Rashi, Pisces Rashi, which is a Sattvic Rashi, which is a watery sign, which indicates a cool temperament, something that you are doing with a peaceful, stable mind, and donations are naturally represented by the 12th house. So donations, the 5th house of mantras, that is again represented naturally by Leo. Leo is again a Sattvic Rashi. The Lord Sun is again Sattvic, but the element here is fire. So you have to be really aggressive about your mantras. You have to be passionate, you have to be dedicated, you have to take a sankalp, do anushthan. So it requires a lot of energy. That is why fiery sign, fire element. And second house, this house of gemstones, is represented by Venus, who is Rajasic in nature. So gemstones cannot be used as a remedy, gemstones cannot be used for Shanti Karma, because the Lord is not Sattvic in nature. The Tattva is Prithvi Tattva, which represents the earth trikon or the financial or the material aspect or gains of that. So either ways, if you look at it naturally also, it doesn't work out. But the 5th house, house of worship, house of mantras, and the 12th house, a house of donations, both of them are Sattvic base Rashis. The Rashi itself is Sattvic. The Lord is also Sattvic. So there is no further logic that you need to find out that which type of karma will actually bring about pacification for malefic planets. But the scientific principle that I am going to prove today is that if you go to Google and if you research about refraction of light or why do objects appear to be of a certain color, you will find out that pure light or sunlight is actually white in color. When it travels from the sun and reaches the atmosphere of the earth, based on the chemical composition of the atmosphere, the light gets scattered into different individual wavelengths. So whenever light interacts with an object, first let's understand something about quantum physics. Every object in the universe is resonating at a particular frequency, or a fundamental of a particular frequency, or a harmonic of a particular fundamental frequency. So every object basically is resonating at a base frequency or a multiple thereof. So for example, let's say let's say this tweezer. This tweezer will be vibrating at a particular frequency. The frequency will be very, very low because the rate of vibration is so slow that you will not be able to actually see it vibrating, but nonetheless it is vibrating. So it could be vibrating at 0.00000001 hertz, something like that. The rate of vibration is extremely slow, but nonetheless the molecules, the atoms inside are vibrating, and this itself is also resonating at a particular frequency. So if you take something else, it could be resonating at a multiple of the said frequency that I just explained. It could be resonating at some other frequency. So everything that is solid, that has a physical appearance, that is either liquid, fire itself is oscillating at a particular frequency, because the atoms are always in a constant state of flux and motion, so that itself is oscillation of frequency. The rate of oscillation is known as frequency. So whatever speed the atoms are moving, there is a flux that is known as the frequency. So what happens is that whenever light is reaching a particular object, the object will have a particular frequency, so that frequency will respond to a specific shade of color. So for example, you can see this is a yellow citrine. I'll just zoom in. Yeah, I think now you can see. So you saw that the gemstone was appearing yellow in color. Now what happens is that the citrine is oscillating or resonating at a particular frequency. When white sunlight is hitting the gemstone, it is refracting back or sending back all the colors other than its base or fundamental frequency. So if the gemstone is oscillating at a particular frequency which represents yellow or a shade of yellow, it already has that color within itself. So it does not need that color. So what happens is that it absorbs the rest of the colors, and the color that was not absorbed, because it is already contained in the gemstone, is sent back to us. So the color that is sent back or refracted back by the gemstone reaches the eyes. When that particular wavelength reaches the eyes will send that signal to the brain, and the brain will kind of decide and know that okay, I am looking at yellow color. So yellow color has been seen because yellow color was not absorbed by the gemstone, it was sent back. It was sent back because the gemstone already has yellow color. So I said that the gemstone is oscillating, vibrating at the same frequency as the Graha itself. If Jupiter represents yellow color, Jupiter is associated with the frequency related with yellow color. The gemstone of Jupiter, the substitutes of Jupiter are also relating to the same frequency. That is why they have that frequency built in. The color is already there. When white light is reaching, it is absorbing every other color, but that shade it is not absorbing because it already presents that shade, and that particular shade is reflected back to us, and we are seeing that with our eyes, and we know that okay, that this is yellow color. So the same goes for emerald gemstone. It will absorb all the other colors but reflect back that particular green shade. It will ruby will absorb all the colors but reflect back that particular red shade. Similarly for blue sapphire, for chrysoberyl cat's eye, for hezonite, and so on. So now you understand that scientifically also, because of the principles of refraction of light and how for example, an apple is also vibrating at a particular frequency. The outer skin is vibrating at a different frequency, so it is red in color. If you peel the apple, the inner pulp is vibrating at a different frequency, so it is pale yellow in color. So you can see the whole apple is not vibrating at the same rate. But whatever contact surface, whichever surface light is making the contact, that particular color or that particular resonant frequency cancels out everything else. So it absorbs all the other colors, all the other frequencies are absorbed by the apple, and the one that it is actually resonating or composed of, which is red in this color, is sent back to us. So when we see that, we understand that the apple is actually red, dark red, light red. It is red with a little bit of yellow spots. We can also see the stem of the apple, which is sometimes brown or black in color. So that is also vibrating at a different rate. You will see a little bit of leaves on the bottom end of the apple. Those will be yellowish or palish green or green. So those are vibrating at a different rate. So everything in the universe is vibrating. Fundamental frequency, resonant frequency, own frequency, that particular color is contained within itself, within the object itself. So that is not absorbed. Everything else is absorbed, and that color is reflected back to us. We see that with our eyes and we know, okay, this watch is white, this dial is black. Now with black, what happens is that black absorbs everything, like a black hole. Black hole absorbs light, so it is always known as a mass of blackness through which nothing can escape. So when white light reaches this particular area, nothing is sent back. So I don't see a specific color, I see darkness. So that is why this is black. Similarly with white, what happens is that when light is reaching, all the light is reflected back, every single frequency. So white light is reaching, white light is reflected back, so I see the background to be white. So you can understand, whatever frequency is present, that is what we are actually seeing. So if the gemstone is showing us a particular color, it is containing the same specific energy. If it is containing the same specific energy, it will only act in the manner as in which the planet is acting in the horoscope. So this was my scientific backing to what I claim to be is to true, and I have found out to be what is to be working. I hope that you found out this explanation to be useful, and hopefully this will end all the confusion to as in whether gemstones should be used for benefic or malefic planets. I was researching on this subject for many years, and after many personal testing and based on many experiences and feedback from clients, I finally found out that gemstones are actually working only for benefic planets. They should be worn only for benefic planets because gemstones are only acting as an amplifier of the energy contained by the planet that is in the chart. So find out your benefic planets, make sure that you are actually wearing the right gemstones, and you will definitely see positive and greater benefic results than what you are already experiencing. So I hope that you found out this video to be useful. Please do subscribe to the channel for more content. Do check out our store link and consultation links in the description box. I wish you all very good luck. Thank you.